Hey gang, it's DJ. This is going to be a really quick video on how to hang lights on a truss and a couple different options for doing that, and some of the reasons for using these different options to hang your lights. So let's get started. When you buy a light, if you're buying it new, typically the light will come with a bracket that you can attach to the lighting fixture before you hang that up on a truss or wherever you need to hang it. Uh, Sometimes when you buy your lights used, a lot of times you don't get that bracket with it. So what are you to do? Well, there's a couple different options for that. If you hit up your local music store or eBay or whatever, there's a couple different clamps and style of clamps that you can use to hang your lights. The first clamp is the O clamp, and this clamp, as you see, is my truss over here in the background. This O clamp is used for hanging things on a truss, and honestly, to be honest with you guys, I wouldn't use any other clamp when you're hanging your light fixtures on your truss, especially your bigger lights, because you want to make sure that these aren't going to come loose, these aren't going to fall down. They hold everything nice and tight, and you make sure you're clamped to the bar and you know that that light is secured safely. So how do these work? Real easy. It's shaped like an O, opens up, and if you can see, there's inserts in here so it can fit on the smaller truss, or these inserts come out, you can fit on the bigger truss. So the way that this works is it closes up, screw goes in, and right away that's helpful because you put your light up there, it's going to hold that. It's not going to come off right away, but then, you lock that down tight and it's not going to move anywhere. And these are super tight and secure, so you can hang your lights this way, this way, however, and they hold pretty good. And obviously this screw right here goes into your lighting fixture, and you just screw it to this clamp. So that's how this works. I use these for my moving lights, all my Megapars, my Tripars, the Punch Pros, the Blades, the Par 64s, North Stars, everything that you see up on this lighting rig right here in the back. I use that for. The C clamps, what do I use these for? I typically wouldn't use this on the truss. The only light that I'm using this C-clamp on my truss is for my little Eclipse laser light, and that's for a couple reasons. It's a light, very light light. It doesn't need much to hold. This is on there and it's very loose, but it's such a light light, it doesn't move. These clamps are very strong and they will hold tight. You can use, the C clamps. They sell mega clamps, bigger size of this, more heavy duty to light, to hold anything up to, professional studio grade style lights. So you got to be really careful with these because, they tighten up pretty tight. Some you need a wrench to tighten them up. I usually get the hand tightening, which is great for gigs. And, these can really do some damage to your truss or, whatever you have them connected to, because they screw in really tight. They can scratch, they can pull, and they can leave some damage. But the other side of that is that these bad boys can get pretty tight, and these add flexibility for putting them on things that are going to fly. So if you don't have a good place to connect an O clamp to, you can use a C clamp, and you can put these on any bar or maybe some old pipe at your venue and hang your light from there. So these do have a lot of flexibility. So I usually use these last in my setup. I like the O-rings first. These come in, silver, black, or whatever, or you can paint them for whatever color you need. These clamps are cheap. They're typically somewhere in a range of $5 to $8. So what I do is I go to the music store. Whenever I'm at the music store, I'll buy them all out. So people go to the music store, they hate me because I buy out all the clamps. But you can never have too many clamps. You never know when you're gonna, get more lights. And also when you're at your gig, you may need, different style of clamps. One other helpful hint: if you guys are having trouble finding brackets for your lights, take a look at your fixture and look for holes in your fixtures, because a lot of times they don't tell you, but a lot of times the O clamps will fit your light fixture. And a great example of this is the old North Star by Blizzard Lighting. This light, this is an awesome light, super bright. It's a moving head, little old school, noisy, but still a great light. But you cannot find a bracket for this. If you call Blizzard Lighting, they're going to tell you it's discontinued, and you're not going to get a bracket for it. But the secret is, you look on the bottom here, see those holes? See if I can show it to you guys right here. Got a couple holes right here. Good thing is, so I unscrew this for you. Put this right here. Is you can, all right, let's put this on my shoulder. You can grab an O-clamp and screw that right into the bottom of your lights. So this is what I mean, guys. Check your lights, and you can screw the O-clamp. Just tighten this up a little bit. Screw that O-clamp right in there. Put that guy right on your truss, upside down. There's another one on the other side. So this is something you want to check with your lights, and a lot of times you don't have to spend 30, 40, 50 bucks on a replacement brackets for your lights. All the bracket will get you, it'll be a bracket from here to here, and then you put this O-ring in your bracket. So if you get this, this is more secure a lot of times because you can secure it here and secure it there. 2 clamps, and it'll ensure that a moving light like this is not going to jiggle around, which you may get a little bit of in a bracket. So that's a helpful tip for you guys. Always try that out. Hey gang, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to rate and subscribe. Also, support my channel. Help iLoveDJcdub make more fresh quality content. Every contribution is helpful, big or small. Just click that support button below, and we'll see you in the next video.